Roll daggum Tide, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the Tide got one in today, and we're here to talk about it. I'm Lucian Graves, host of the Ivory Room with Van Edwards, Alabama postgame show here at the Final Whistle Network. We're gonna get into it. Van, how you doing today, brother?
Well, I'm doing real good now that we got a win. You know me, I'm never 100%. There's still things I see that I want us to work on, but we can definitely build off this going forward. Good win.
Yeah, there was definitely some things I saw that are definitely gonna need to improve on the next 2 weeks since we got a bye before we face Georgia. But as a whole, I thought there was really good competition. I thought some young players showed up, especially on the defensive line and the offensive line. So without high stepping, we'll start breaking down the game. I thought in the first quarter, Alabama came out strong. They were fighting. They were very disciplined, and with the scheme that they were playing, Jeremy Bernard is the unsung hero, if not the hero of the team. I know Ryan Williams went off today, but Jeremy Bernard is just that guy that's been where you need him to be and do whatever he needs to do for the team to be successful. And it's showing up not in his play when he has the football. It's showing up in his play when he doesn't have the football. And he is one of the first people to always congratulate whoever else scores. And that's the ultimate competitor to me.
You know, it's not even just that for me. It's, his plays come in key moments to keep the drive alive. His ability, not just his route running, his athleticism, but the way he positions himself, he's always there to make a play, man. And it's so impressive what he's done so far this year. And, he quietly had a great year last year, and I think he's building on it, going to have even bigger year this year. But like you said, we've seen more pieces moving around with the wide receivers today. We got to see Ryan Williams go off. He's starting to fire up a little bit, man. He got to score on some good plays. Should be confidence boosters for him, especially on that one crazy 75-yard touchdown, 65-yard, whatever it was. He looked good there. Some great blocking. Michael Proctor, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I know we're staying in the first quarter, but Proctor.
You mean Caden?
Oh, yeah. No, I was talking about the right tackle.
That Michael Carroll.
Carroll's going to be that dude, man. Carroll looks good.
Let's put a definitive in that because you mixed both tackles together there, brother, man.
Yeah, sure did. Long day.
Yeah, definitely. Michael Carroll, I think, might have just solidified the fact that he has the upper hand at this right tackle position. He was able to not just seal that right side off. He was able to actually add some push that actually led to Ty Simpson being able to step up and make some of those more developing throws that he took in the second and third phase of his reads, which I thought was impressive that Ty went through his reads. I also thought it was impressive that he spread the ball around. He just didn't fixate on one receiver, which is very impressive to see.
Yeah, I agree with that. Ty, man, he was spreading that ball around. He was making great decisions. You've seen him step up in the pocket. He was trusting his protection more today. Man, how many receivers did he end up? He ended up throwing the ball to like 8-9 different people in the game. Isaiah Horton looked fantastic. It's good to see him back. That one touchdown he had was impressive. He positioned himself well on that route in the end zone there against a DB that a lot of people think is one of the better ones in the country right now. So I was really impressed with that.
I thought the DB room actually, or not the DB room, but the wide receiver room really showed that they have an ability to play tough football. They made difficult catches against a defense that everybody knew that was going to come in, that was going to play these guys tough, that was going to press these guys, that was going to come up and give them what they wanted to give them. And they played physical. As I thought, as a whole, they didn't really get penalties, and they blocked for each other downfield, and they blocked for Kevin Riley, which was important, especially with some of those schemes that Ryan Grubb is still developing. I know everyone's kind of fixated on, okay, we haven't done this, we haven't done that, but there's more things that we're going to see as the season progresses, because as you saw, these linemen can swing from sideline to sideline. That's only going to prove dividends down the field, especially get the SEC play.
100%, man. I want to highlight one guy real quick, and he only made one catch, but it wasn't about the catch for me. Caleb Edwards, man. His ability to help seal off the edge and allow the running back to get in space. Man, Edwards is a great blocker. Look forward to seeing more of him in the future. But
Edwards was actually knocking people in the dirt,
yes.
Especially once Michael Carroll got in the game. You saw that speed rush from the outside kind of diminish once those true freshmen got in there, and they were able to actually not just bully, but chip and punish those pass rushers and allow Todd to step up and make some good throws to the wide receivers once they got separation from those DBs. And that's going to pay dividends, especially down the field. I think Caleb Edwards is going to be one of the best tight ends coming up in the future, as well as Marshall Pritchett and Max Sutter coming in next season. So our tight end room is looking good. They played solid today. Josh Cuevas made a few plays. He was solid in the blocking game. He still doesn't look 100%, which should scare people, because it's like, well, if this guy's not 100%, he's out there going to smack people, and at the same time still making plays in the passing game. He's only going to get better.
You're 100% right, man, because his ability right now, man, he looks great. And for him to only improve more as he, recovers from his injuries is going to be saying a lot. What was your thoughts? I want to get your take as far as the offensive line today. What did you see? I know we wanted to see more from the run game. I mean, we carried the ball 16 times. We kind of gave it up to everybody who was running back by committee today. But I think Kevin Riley further established himself, even with the limited amount of carries. But what did you think? What did you see from the offensive line that you liked today? Did you see anything we need to improve on?
I think it has to do a lot with the defensive line we were playing and who we were matched up against. It's not really going to be wise to run between the tackles when you're running against a defensive line that's got 4 300-pounders as an average. That's why we only rushed the ball 22 times, which I'm comfortable with that, because we were effective where we needed to be. With the exception of Kevin Riley, who got the bulk of the carries, everybody was up around 4.5 yards per carry, which is what you need to see. Ty Simpson at 4 yards per carry. Dre Washington 6.5, AK Deer 4.5. So you saw some good runs when we needed to run the ball, but you saw that Alabama is trying to get the ball to their playmakers, which is their wide receivers, but at the same time still keeping defensive honest, because our running backs have really been used in a way to help utilized as that extra pass protector, because teams are trying to blitz late because we have such a stout offensive line at first. They're trying to tilt and stunt, and that when that stunt comes, that linebacker's coming late, and that running back's been doing a good job, with the exception of one play, has been doing a good job of picking that blitzer up and allowing Ty time to find who he needs to find, because you give Ty Simpson time, we have the wide receiver talent. He's going to carve up any defense in the country. I'm not worried about that. I still think the right tackle position, in my opinion, the upper hand is to the freshman Michael Carroll. He's meaner. He's faster in space. I think he's a little bit lighter on his feet too, and he punches meaner. and he's able to win a one-on-one. Whereas Formby, I saw get pushed back. I saw him get beat on a couple speed rushes. Not saying he's not a good player, but I'm just giving the edge to the true freshman right now, as far as offensive line though.
I agree with your take on that, man, because like you said, not only was he getting the job done, but he was doing a little extra. Before we move on to the defensive side of the ball, though, I think we really need to highlight what Ty put together today, because he allowed his playmakers to play. Man, he was dicing that defense up. He didn't force things. He did. I think he did some more growing in this game. I think his maturity level's high, but you've seen him as a player grow and trust more in the play calling and trust himself more, and it really showed the last 2 weeks. His ability to climb the pocket and, avoid pressure and still keep his eyes downfield. I was really impressed with what I saw out of him today. And, I mean, he's going to need it in 2 weeks. So, this is a great building block as far as his confidence and his abilities go.
Yeah, I think Ty made positive steps today. Mm-hmm. I think he played great. I think he was calm, which is he's going to need to be going into SEC play. I think he's got this team trusting him, which is very important at this point in the season. And he's making great reads. He's not missing many plays, with the exception of that 4th down play. But, that's just repetition with the wide receivers. Plus, we had a couple very, very bad drops, which, we're not going to let go. We definitely had Ryan Williams and Latier Brooks to make those plays, because one's a touchdown, the other's a first down, and this score is not 38-14. This score could be 56-7, what it probably should be realistically with those other 2 touchdowns. But it's a learning block. Once we go in the SEC, you can't make mistakes like that. Yeah, Ty was efficient, and he spread the ball out, and he never let on to what he was doing. If he thought he was going over the middle, he'd snap off and go to the other side. His RPO vision was absolutely excellent. I thought the way he changed the plays at the line of scrimmage is something that we look for from Milroe in the last couple of years that we were direly missing, because if teams are going to walk up and just being able to come after you, have to be able to analyze that and be able to audible out of that. And Ty did a great job of that with a couple big first down plays, and as well as on his feet, being able to be Houdini in the pocket and dancing out of those sacks, because Wisconsin does have one of the top defensive lines in the country, and they do have one of the best pass rushers too, at 8 sacks on the season coming into the game. So I thought Ty and the Alabama offensive line did a good job as a whole today.
I agree with you. Now let's get to our favorite side of the ball, the side we've been wanting to see more intensity, a little more push, more gap integrity, more meanness. We've been wanting to see some defense get riled up and smack some people around, and I think we definitely took a step in the right direction today. We finally got after the quarterback a little bit. We got his jersey dirty. We got him on the ground. We got some sacks. We got some turnovers. We've been questioning Bray Hubbard, not as a man, but his character. We've been questioning where he's at. We've been wondering what is wrong with Bray Hubbard. Well, Bray Hubbard showed up today and said, hey, don't forget about me. 2 interceptions. He was flying around the ball. He was trying to get in on every play. That's things I love to see from guys. When you see 11 helmets go into the ball every play, that does something for me. I love that, man, because we didn't see that the first week. We're seeing it now. So let's build off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was your take just up front with the defense, Lou?
I thought as a whole, I thought our front played solid. Mm-hmm. Obviously that we missed some things that are just going to need to be worked on with repetition with who we got in there rotation wise. I thought Kane Womack had a great scheme to stop the run as far as not putting a whole bunch of different bodies in, but just moving some formation and gap schemes and whatnot. I thought that was very, very clever, especially. I mean, we basically stouted their run the whole entire game, which is what Alabama's known for. But before I start giving praise to people, I'm still going to challenge our inside linebackers. Still are playing soft.
Yes.
I mean, there's no other way to say it. Like there's a couple times that our defensive linemen might not get them, but that's why your linebackers, inside linebackers, are there is to eat what they don't get. So I'm gonna challenge Deontay Lawson to get that entire room in check because I still was that inside linebacker room needs work, just flat out. I didn't really think they weren't communicating on a couple of those first down breakdowns that we had. I just feel that for fourth and fifth year senior that have been on campus in Alabama for that long, that trash needs to get fixed. So if not, maybe we need to rotate some younger guys in there. QB Reese, Caden Jones, because even the Hill Green, he was out of place a couple times. So
yep.
I feel like if that's what's going to be, then we need to start giving some of these young guys a chance on the inside. Now, getting to the defensive line, I would say James Smith played great. He was getting double teamed a lot in absence of Tim Keenan or Jeremiah Beeman. They're obviously going to double team James Smith if those two aren't in the game. And he did a great job of eating those double teams, which allowed the freshman, true freshman, London Simmons, not Landon, for those of you who are listening to the ABC, to get in and get a sack. He played amazing. He was just absolutely mauling whatever lineman was in front of him. I thought LT Overton had a good game. He played solid. Thought he could have had a couple more sacks, but baby steps. Hope he's all right. Know he got rolled up on that one play. Let's see who else. I thought Quay Russo played. This is probably the best game I saw from him defensively. In a physical standpoint, he was actually hitting people and bringing his pads with it. Yanze Pierre played great. I think that Wolf Room is way better when that rotation is Quay Russo, Yanze Pierre, and Noah Carter and Justin Hill definitely need to start getting involved because those two can speed rush and bend the edge, which you see how it kills our offensive tackles when you got a guy that can bend off the edge. And those two, I mean, that's what we recruited them for. So, and shoot, you know what, Van? Our secondary, I think there still needs to be a battle, and I don't know why we haven't seen it, but I'm gonna say it right now. I want to see Cam Calhoun getting reps with the ones.
I've been screaming it as well, man. I think he deserves a shot at it. The DBs frustrated me at times today. I know Wisconsin scored a late one there to make it 14, but I didn't like what I saw from the coverage. Brown, man, I don't know. Like, they haven't been tested a lot. Let's be honest. Like, we've been playing teams that like to run the ball a lot. And that the secondary is not getting tested yet, but I don't like 100% what I'm seeing from everybody. Bray took strides at safety. He stepped up today. He played well, but overall, I still haven't seen that game yet where I thought everybody's clicking in unison, the whole team as a whole. We're taking strides. We're getting there. Maybe we'll see it against Georgia. But they got 2 weeks to get healthy for a big game, get it together, and hopefully we'll keep seeing intensity from the defense because it was nice to see some sacks today. 100%.
It was.
You got any further
There
thoughts?
should have been about 7.
I would agree
about 7.
At least 7. You got any further thoughts as far as the game? I know we'll go over it more in depth Tuesday, but just any final thoughts you want to state?
I would still challenge these guys. They still need to get tougher. I think we need to do a better job of securing the ball for some of our wide receivers. As far as our defensive defensive alignment, we still need to be more physical. I know everyone's like, oh, we were physical today. We still weren't as physical as we could be. We still got buoyed especially on the offensive line. We got buoyed by Wisconsin's defensive line, and that should be a problem to them because we're going into SEC play. You think Wisconsin's going to bully you? I mean, it's only going to be an uphill battle. That's your attitude about it. So I would challenge both lines to just bring their work pail and pack a lunch because they all need to get tougher as a whole as a team. Great win, but it's over now. They need to use this week and rest and recover, and then next week start getting ready for Georgia.
Great point. I really liked a lot of the play calling today, so I hope Grubb continues to get in his bag, keeps adding wrinkles, doing some different things, keep defenses on their toes. Opposite of that on defense, I thought this was one of Womack's better games that, this year as far as scheme and fit and getting things going. I'm with you as far as the inside linebackers. I need to see more. I need to see somebody else. I mean, there ain't no two ways about it. You can't go tiptoeing in the SEC. You'll get run over like they did in the first game. So, as we start to get in the meat of our schedule, toughness is key. Consistency is key. And I just want to continue to see the team grow and try to get better. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
somebody just rooted for Tennessee in the chat.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, never.
Can't do that.
I would never root for that team.
Oh, and that's Steve Hicks. That's my boy too. But no Tennessee.
No.
We don't root for Orange here.
We do not do that here. But Van, great start to the weekend. Bama rolls big early. So Bama fans, cook out, relax, enjoy the rest of Saturday, enjoy Sunday. And I got nothing else right now. Van, what about you?
Same, man. Gonna get ready to watch some good NFL ball tomorrow, watch some good college games tonight. We got Tuesday night, we got the final whistle as always. We'll get a little more in depth, talk about some different things. Next week's a bye week, so get them rested, get them healthy, and get ready to play Georgia.
Damn right. Well, till Tuesday night, here's from me and Van. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Oh yeah. Cue that ring back.